club. A collection of people from all over the world get together and discuss all kinds of things, aquatic, and, well, conversations go all over the place, really. So it's worth sticking around, though. We have people that come in that breed. Just bear with me while I just silence the laptop. It's doing my nothing. So we have people that come in that breed seahorses. We have guppy breeders. We have all kinds. So it's worth sticking around just to see how we go. Dane, good evening, buddy. How are you, mate? How's it going? Friday. Yes. Friday at last. Tea tree. How you doing? Just there. Oh. It's always, I don't know why, but I sit down at like 7:30 where I think everything's done, and then I'm never ready. Oh. Good evening, Sam. How's it going, mate? So Friday soon goes, doesn't it? The week flies. I've got a big, I'll say a big job, it's not a massive job really. Good evening, Ian. How are we doing? Hope you're having a good evening. Yes, Sam, weekend is here. Oh, them weeks go fast, don't they? But that weekend goes faster, doesn't it? Painful. But it's Friday night, and what we all doing this weekend? Are we getting any new additions? It goes way too fast, Tea Tree. Way too fast. It's scary, innit? It's scary. So I've moved the wave maker. So I don't know if everyone knows. I know you know, but I put a wave maker in, and it kind of didn't have the effect I wanted on the fish. It kind of like, I don't know, it sent them really low, and then they started attacking all my plants. So I've moved the wave maker over to the other side, which the fish are way more happy with. And but it's kind of blown. So I've got the massive clump of Anubias, and it's blown it over. So it's blown it over, but it's attached to a rock, and it's brought the rock with it. So I guess really that massive clump of Anubias, luckily, it wouldn't have blown over if it weren't for the Anubias, would it? But luckily the Anubias has stopped the rock going through the glass. So shows how powerful the wave maker is, doesn't it? Well, so tomorrow I have to take that whole clump out, probably remove the rock, and then fill it back up with Anubias for now. So yeah, the tank's going to look a little bit different after tomorrow. The rainbow tank, there's going to be a lot more room, I think, at the top. It's going to bring it down, because there's a massive rock coming out, so it should be interesting. It'll be interesting because I've been toying with changing the tank round and dismantling it and starting again. But I kind of really like the left-hand side of it. It's the big clump of Anubias that's kind of doing my head in a little bit. So the rock blowing over, or being pulled over, it's time to have a look. So we'll take that out and then rebuild it in that end instead. Probably do that before and then do the water change. So yeah, it should be a bit of a different kind of stream tomorrow, really, because there's going to be a bit more work to do on that tank. So it's only noon here. Whereabouts in the States are you, Tea Tree? Or over that side? I take it you're in the States, but you might be Canada, I don't know. Whereabouts are you, buddy? Can you put that plant in the gravel? The Anubias? No, mate, it's got to be attached to a rock or wood. It's just, you can do it to a stone and have it sat on top of the gravel. The roots can go in the gravel, but the rhizome's got to be above, otherwise it'll rot. But what I've noticed is one of the Anubias plants in there as well has got a really long orange stalk. I don't think that's good. So I'll have a look at that tomorrow as well. But yeah, we'll probably take that out because it looks like that plant must have died. I don't know. So yeah, that definitely needs some work doing tomorrow. Good evening, Reese. How are you doing, buddy? What have you come by this week? Have we got any more guppies in? Have we got any more babies in as well? California. Nice, mate. Nice. So it's only noon there. Wow. It's mad, isn't it? Time zones. I'm trying to do a live stream with a guy from California, mate. It's really difficult. Because when I'm on, he tends to be in bed. So, yeah, it's a bit mad. Or at work. I had a salt tank once. No, just a cat. Lots of doves. Lots of doves, mate. That's different, mate, isn't it? Well, I say different. Growing up, we used to have a family across the road that had a couple of doves. But what made you get into doves, T-Tree? And I'd love a salt water tank, mate. Would. Everyone knows this anyway. That's the dream. Yes, more fry. But decided to have them in the tank, maybe. Maybe more guppies tomorrow. Yeah, get down there, man. Get some more guppies in, mate. I like birds. Doves are my favourite. I've got to admit, mate, I do like birds myself. They are nice. I've never had one, though. But if I had one, though, I'd want one that talked, I think. Something about teaching them to swear, I suppose, isn't it? That's the child in me, though. That's the child in me. I did a job. I used to assess water and fire damaged buildings for insurance companies years ago. And I went to an house once because a woman had these builders in after she'd had had flood damage repaired. But she complained about the builders. So I went round there because I was like dealing with the old claim. And the builders had taught a parrot to swear. So they taught it to swear while they were working, but it never swore, and she was like really annoyed that they taught it to swear. But how do you unteach it? And I'm like, I don't really know. That's what I think. She said she wanted it straight unteaching. I was like, oh, you can't. How do you do that? No swearing with doves, man. No, mate. Only if they poop on your washing, and then you'll be swearing at them. But that's it. Mike, how you doing, mate? Good evening, buddy. Thanks for joining us. They coo and laugh. There is some really nice, like, cool footage of like different types of birds, isn't there, on Instagram? Quite interesting. I'm a bit smitten with that Luna at the moment on Instagram. The panther, have you seen it? Has anyone seen it? Luna Pantera. Brought up as a cub with a Rottweiler puppy. Oh, and it's like they're just like best of mates. It's proper funny, but if you've never seen it, look at it on Instagram. Luna, Luna Pantera. So it's proper. It's dead nice to watch, to be honest. Hiya, how you doing, buddy? New here? Well, you've joined a great group of people, mate. We all have a good chat, talk about everything. It's kind of like, hopefully, it starts off fish based and ends up everything. Last Friday it was Mike Tyson, and maybe a little bit more Mike Tyson. I think it was last week more than anything, and then that kind of spilled into Saturdays as well because. Oh, that wasn't great, was it? So yeah, the chat goes everywhere, mate. That is a cup of coffee, mate. Just a cup of coffee. I have a really good coffee machine. I've got to admit, I kind of treated myself to a really good coffee machine. But I cannot do the coffee art, guys. Cannot do it at all. I attempt it, but no chance. Will, good evening, buddy. How you doing, mate? Tell you what, Will. There's no way in the world I'd have had that inside, mate. That in your kitchen, mate. I would not trust myself anywhere near to do that. So just so everyone knows, Will's made his own tank and filled it up with water in his kitchen, and I'm like, whoa, I won't do that, no way. That's like big kahunas in it. But fair dues though, looks good. I just subbed, nice buddy. That's what everybody should do if you're not a sub. There's a ding that subscribe button for sure. Watch a few of the videos on my channel, quite interesting. Well, I'd say I don't like watching them, to be honest. Don't like watching myself. So, but yeah, they are alright. Everyone else says they're alright anyway. A cup of proper coffee and a proper coffee cup. Yeah, mate, decent coffee. Nice and strong. I use a really good coffee firm actually as well. So I've got a really good coffee maker and a good coffee firm that slow, and it's bean to cup. So all good. And if I didn't have it, I'd be falling asleep by 9 o'clock. So cheers, my Aya. There is so I'm definitely going to do it as well. Don't know if hopefully before Christmas. So guy that comes in, Pete. So it was a bit of crazy. So a few weeks ago, well, it's probably 2 months ago now, when we started doing the live streams. It was we had a guy in from Australia that was talking to us, and a guy came in from America, and then this guy came in from the UK, and I was like, whereabouts in the UK are you? And it turns out he's about 4 miles down the road from where I live. So it was a bit mad. So on the last stream, we've been ordering from Tropco. Because I want to get a load of cardinals, and I want to get 2, maybe 3 red devil angels for this tank. So I was like, going to be a Tropco. Anyway, Pete jumped in and he was like, if you're going to order Tropco, I'll go out with you on the delivery and order some as well. That is something that's just come from this stream. So it's great how we can all like connect, find out who lives near each other. And you can do things like that. Tropco's deliveries, I think it's £20. So if we like team up, it's £10 each. It doesn't really put much of a price on the fish, does it? So cardinals at the moment in it round here are quite like £3.5, £4 each. So, and on Tropco, I believe they're £1. So if you buy, I want 20. I want to buy 20 cardinals, add 20 to the 20 that are in there. So straight away, it just makes them £2 each, or well, £1.50 each. So they're still way cheaper. So yeah, we're going to do it. So hopefully Pete comes. Well, I have Pete's number now anyway, so we can sort that out. But I'm hoping to get some red devil angels in here before Christmas. So good evening, Kim. How are you doing? What machine is it? Will, it's a Sage. I've got a Sage machine. I've had coffee machines for like the past 15 years, and I've always upgraded. Started off with just a cheap DeLonghi that lasted a couple of years, and then I went on to a more expensive DeLonghi, then another DeLonghi, and then yeah. So the last time I went in, I decided I'd put some money away. My coffee machine was on its way out. I kind of knew it was on its way out, so I started saving up, and I saved up 600 quid. I thought, I'm going to spend 600 quid on a coffee machine. And I went in, and they had this Sage one there that was 750 quid. So I was like, no, I want that one instead. Just look better. But the coffee out of it, Will, is amazing, mate. It's every time you go a little bit more expensive on a coffee machine, I don't know why. I don't know what the difference is, but coffee does taste better. Like on this now, it's just like, well, it's amazing. It is amazing. Hiya, you have to go to bed. See you next time. Nice meeting you. Cheers for joining in, buddy. Thanks a lot. Have a good sleep. I can't hang out any longer. Wanted to swing by briefly. It's been a pleasure. Cheers, Tea Tree. Thank you. Mate, it is a decent one, Will. It is kind of like I say. I've just upgraded every time. I've always kind of wanted a Sage, so yeah. But it's amazing. And then I use a company on the Wirral called Adams and Russell coffee roasters, and like I think you have to order. I think it's like 45 quid an order, and then you get free delivery. But you tend to order it Monday, and it gets delivered Tuesday. It's proper, like, really good. So, and their coffee is amazing. I drink coffee all day. I love it. I love it. I don't like tea, me though. I'm not a tea drinker. I do everything. I do like hot chocolate though, but my waistline doesn't like hot chocolate. Cheers, Tea Tree. So, are you off to Perth tomorrow, Reese? I got a gadget. It's not a bean to cook, but it makes good coffee. I used to have just like put it into your own and tamper it down and do it like that. But so yeah, mate. I've always. This is the first. Is it the first bean to coffee? No, it's the second. No, no, it is. It's my first bean of coffee because I used to have to grind it, and I used to have to grind it up. Yeah, it's the first one being to cup, but yeah, I kind of love it, to be perfectly honest. It's really good. It's got like you have to put bloody water filters in it and everything, which, to be perfectly honest, I don't, because well, you've seen my water. Doesn't need filtering, does it? There's nothing in it, so no point buying these filters for it when there isn't really much point. I love a good coffee, Will, I do. I love it. Since I'm a car guy, what do you all drive? Oh, mate, I drive a Ford Focus, me. But I'll be honest, I think I might have an electrical problem. Something, a couple of weird things. So my heated windscreens all of a sudden stopped working, and when I put my window down, I have to keep my finger on it for it to go down, otherwise it stops. Two little electrical faults that have appeared. Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that. What do you drive, mate? You haven't decided where to go yet. I do need to go up to Maidenhead. No, I've not really been that much this year when I think. Most likely a window switch issue. I know, I don't know, Sam. It's just weird how they've both gone. Because the heated windscreen's been right all year. You know, like, just to clear a bit of mist and that. Really good, but I've always had the thing of walking out the house. And I don't know if you know, but on the Fords, they have like, you press the windscreen max button and it just does everything. So, and it clears your windscreen like rapidly. So when you walk out and it's frosty and snowed up, you're like, it's not a problem. Just get in, press the max button, 30 seconds later, boom, clear. Yeah, no, not anymore. I'm out there scraping it like every other bloody idiot. That's like, no, it's always the thing that could just get in and press the button and shoo, see you later. I hope so, Sam. I hope so. Can't be spent. I don't really want to be spending any more money on that car, to be honest. It's cost me enough. S, how you doing? been to Sheffield this week. I have been to Sheffield this week, yeah. Thursday. I always go to Sheffield on a Thursday. I forgot that was part of the conversation on Saturday. Fords are the best for defogging. Well, honestly, it's like I was proper amazed with it. Just press this little max button and boom, gone. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Take the long way. You have to now. Well, it's a bit weird really. So I take the long way going because I have a detour to go to Barnsley first. But on the way back, I go the short way. But as soon as you get one snowflake, they close the road. So that's how it is. It is a bad road though, to be perfectly honest. So now all the roads are, the road's closed, so you have to go the long way. Hour and a half. I went for affordable, reliable, and huge both. Dacia Logan. We all have our things, man. I do like my Focus, mate. I do, to be honest. It's alright. It's alright. We have had a bit of snow, Will, yeah. And to be honest, round here, normally it snows, and then half an hour later it rains and it goes. But it's been on the ground for about 4 days. Proper mad, proper mad. It's not at this moment in time, snow, but there is snow on the ground. To be honest, I nearly slipped on it before, so it's quite icy. There's a lot of, it's like a sheet of ice at the moment around here. That's the thing with Manchester. See, Manchester's known for being wet. It does rain a lot, and so when it freezes, you just end up with a sheet of ice. Like going to work this morning, the road was absolutely crazy. Because you think that they might like grit it, but they don't. Yeah, we've had just overnight. It was, Will, just like 8 hours overnight. It wasn't deep. It was only about a centimetre or something like that, but it was enough to stop like teachers going to school and that, going to work. Everyone else had to go to work, as I said the other day. Ken, nice mate, nice. Are you still up for trying to sort that out after this stream, mate, for tomorrow? If you're still up for it. What's the weather like with US? Good. Yeah, mate, we'll sort it out after, and I'll just set up another link, send the link to you, and we can sort it out then, and then I'll do one for Saturday. It should be all right though. I can't see why it won't. It should be pretty straightforward, shouldn't it? I'll send the link to you on Instagram, Ken. Qua, how you doing? Getting colder. Got about 4 inches of snow. See, this is the thing, Ken, right here. Right, in the UK, mate. Honestly, it's amazing. If we got 4 inches of snow in the UK, right, yeah, that would be it, and it'd be like the world had ended. Honestly, it gets if you get 3 specks of snow, then that automatically means that schools are closed because teachers can't travel in that kind of weather. So schools close straight away, right? Yeah, it's the first thing that goes. But it's never out and out at school. I prayed for school to be closed for snow, and they never closed it. I'm proper unlucky that way. But yeah, the slightest bit of snow brings the UK to a standstill. It's absolutely crazy. I miss weather. I'm not from Southern California, but here I sit. Where are you from, S? we'll have about 4 foot of snow. Mate, honestly, well, if we had 4 foot of snow, mate, that'd be it. Honestly, it's so bad here. Honestly, it's like no one can handle it. Honestly, it's crazy. I like a bit of driving in the snow. Tests your metal, doesn't it? It's sunny. Almost what some might call beach weather. You wouldn't want to be going out in your speedos in Manchester, mate, or Sheffield at this time of year. Definitely not. You miss rain. Come to Manchester, honestly. Come to Manchester. You won't miss it then. It never stops. It's frightening the amount of rain that we get in Manchester. It's famous for it though, so it's really weird. I'm just getting a drink, guys. I'm not just like walked off. For anyone that's in at the moment, if not a subscriber, if you can think the subscribe button. Channel is Aquarium based, and we do 4 live streams a week, 1 video a week, hopefully 2 shorts a week as well, but can never really promise the shorts. I have actually been asked by Hyder to do a couple of shorts on the wave maker and the air pump, so I'll get them cracked off over weekend. See how it goes. I'm back. Yes. Yeah, we get way too much rain. Way too much. I'm from the east coast of the States. Right, okay. Oh, we get way too much rain. It's silly the amount of rain we get. Mike, I was saying the other day how much I'd like to go to California and I'd like to do New York at Christmas as well. But my bank account won't let me. I work outside, hot, cold, sun, rain, snow, 55 hours a week. Everything but Christmas and Thanksgiving. I'm the same, Ken. What do you do, Ken? I'm the same. Well, I drive in that, but I'm delivering them out in it. Just carrying bags of smuds. That's all I do. Like a gym workout. Fantasizing about trying around in my boots, raincoat, listening to Britpop, pretending it's the 90s. Millennial. I wasn't there. Oh, you wasn't there. No, man, you should have been. It was good. The 90s was good. Plenty going on in the 90s. Really liked your last video on the red tail. Cheers, buddy. Very informative. My only one piece of feedback would be to invest a little more on your audio equipment. Yeah, it's at the moment, mate, I just use a GoPro, and it's got the media kit on it. But yeah, mate, I know it's but that's just gonna come with time, and I can kind of afford a better camera altogether. But I'd kind of sit on it as well. I do sit on the mic. But yeah, everyone should check out that video on the red tail shark. Everybody should check it out. It's good. It's good. Commercial side foreman for construction company. Right, oh, you're a man that gets his hands dirty then, mate. Nice. It's what we like. It's what we like. It's a great place to visit. Visit in here sort of feels like yeah, it was mad, yeah. We're actually talking about that, yeah. I'd love to go to California. I'd love to come to the States, to be perfectly honest. I'd probably end up trying to stay, because the UK isn't much at the moment. like pub cultures, feel free and get into that again. I know the UK's changed so much, like we were saying the other week. The pub culture and all that, it's just non-existent nowadays. I've got loads of work to do on the tank tomorrow as well, Ken. So that'll be good. My the wave maker's blown a rock over that had all the Anubias on it. Luckily, it's not come through the glass. Yeah, let us switch places, mate. You can come and live in the UK, and I'll come to Cali. I'll chill on the beach, and you'll freeze you whatever off on the streets of Manchester. That's how it is. You're from Manchester. You have a red tail shark. Blues on your rainbow fish. Yeah, mate. My football alliance would be red, mate, for sure. I'm not a big football fan anymore, though, mate. I kind of fell out of love with it years ago. Money kind of did football good at first and then ruined it. Because now it's not about playing for a club anymore, just mercenaries. So, kind of put me off. With a heavily stocked fish tank, do you think more flow is better or less? I'd go more if they can handle the flow, mate. Definitely. I've just put a wave maker in my rainbow fish tank. It is the Hyga. It's on the Hyga sponsored video. The wave maker. It's I've had to move it around to get it right. So, but it depends on your fish. So, like rainbow fish love flow. So I thought it'd be pretty straightforward putting a wave maker in there. Oh, no way was it. So the wave maker went in on the left-hand side, so the opposite side of the filter inlet, to get a nice bit of circulation. And it sent the rainbows low, where they've always been like mid to top. It sent them low. They started ripping up all the plants. They savaged the lotus. They just like went to like delinquent level. It was crazy. So I turned it off, and that brought them back up in the water after about a day or so. And I've moved the wave maker now onto the other side, and the fish are happy with that. And but it's blown the Anubias over, so yeah, I've got a big job sorting that out tomorrow. But yeah, definitely go more flow, mate. Definitely, if the fish can take the flow, definitely go that way. Just it helps with filtration. Helps if you've got it like a wave maker at the top. Obviously, just that bit of surface agitation as well. I'll be honest, I'm quite impressed with that wave maker from Hygo. It's pretty decent. I'm impressed with the air pump as well, to be very honest. The air pump is silent, completely silent. What is something that most of us don't know about rainbow fish? Most of them are pretty much critically endangered. They wouldn't come into my head. A majority are critically endangered, mate. The blue rainbow fish, the Lake Katubu rainbow fish, gets a really good population in the lake. Every 2 years, some weird thing happens, and you get like a load of silt from the bottom of the lake, and it just depletes all the oxygen and kills pretty much everything in there, leaving just a few, and then they build up again, and that happens every 2 years. Don't know, a lot of people might not know that, but I think that's a pretty mad thing, really. It's a natural phenomenon that kind of wipes them all out. Just leaves a few to rebuild. Mad, isn't it? Nature. It's not always about us. It's not always about us causing things to be extinct, is it? Sometimes nature has its own way of culling populations. But I love rainbow fish, mate. I do. But yeah, there's so many different ones. They're awesome. They're awesome. I have some sushis that are pretty special, but there's a guy comes in on the chat. I do speak to him on quite a lot of my videos and that, called Todd. And he got some millenniums. And they are like proper. Oh God, they're amazing. They are like they are special, proper special. Bright orange, bit like the Bozeman, whereas the Bozeman's only like half of it's orange, half of it's like blue. Just complete orange. Oh, absolutely stunning. Speaking of stunning, well, the other day we had Rainer in, and he bought some angelfish, but he's a marine guy, saltwater. Oh God, they're amazing. I decided to keep one tank though and cut down on guppies. Nah, you won't. You won't do that, mate. You won't do that. You will stay. You'll stay buying guppies. You're buying guppies tomorrow. Don't believe you, mate. Don't believe you. Fresh bread. How are you doing? Oh, you've had a good few days. So what makes you say this anyway, Reese? There's no way in the world you're going to get rid of it. No one ever gets rid of tanks, do they? You had to. You had to. I'm just looking back at a message that you put on Mike. You are mischievous, aren't you? No one ever gets rid of tanks. No, they don't. No one ever gets rid of tanks. He's fighting it. Reese is fighting it. He is. He's fighting the addiction, but we all know it'll all fall apart. No one ever wins. I sold all my tanks and then got them back. Got new tanks not long after, so it's one of them, innit? You try and get out, but you can't. Man, I have a tank I neglected. I intended to break it down, but it's turned into a freaking hair algae farm. Oh my God. How many tanks do I have? I've got 4 at the moment, and then just a couple of tubs with plants in, and they've now got Endler guppies in there because I'm getting overrun with Endler guppies, so they've ended up going into the plant tubs. I'm going to add to this, getting some red devil angelfish. I've made the decision. The decision was going to be get rid of the angelfish, and then it's weird, isn't it? How when you see another type of angel, you think, "Ooh, I want to add them too." So the red devil angelfish are stunning. They are like almost like pure orange. They are really beautiful. You keep on talking about marine tank. Easy to get started. I know, mate. I do. We're all chomping at the bit. I know everyone of you is ready for the new series. Mate, I well want to get a marine tank, I do. Just can't afford it, mate. I can't afford it. I've no room either. But in time, hopefully as the channel grows, yeah, it'll definitely be one for the future, for sure. It'll be a lot of learning to do first though, mate. That's like, I am a bit of a believer of research. So yeah, it'd be like pure books, and away we go. Start going into the Facebook forums on marines, which I stay away from because I know I talk on here, but I can't. If I start researching it, mate, then before you know it, what would I stock it with? I don't know, mate. It'd be I don't know. It'd be like whatever was in that you go in a shop and see. I would like some seahorses just because they are fascinating, and like speaking to Rainer when he comes in as well. So yeah, I'd like to go seahorses, corals definitely. Yeah, I want to go the full Monty. I want to go the full Monty, but so like Rainer came in the other day and I can't remember what it was called. It was some beautiful angelfish. It was stunning. I'll see if I can. I don't think I'll be able to get it because I'll try it. I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can. See if it's still in my search. But yeah, I just can't remember what it was called. But it was stunning. Where is it? Where is it? A Moorish idol. I think that was what it was. I'll just check. Yeah, it was a Moorish idol, right? Yeah, so so this is what he bought. He came in on I think it was Wednesday. So he bought that. Oh man, can you see it? I don't know what happened there. Bear with us. Bear with us. Me and my sausage fingers. Look at that. So that's what he bought the other day, and it was like, oh, yeah, kind of. It'll happen. It's gonna happen. It's got to happen, hasn't it? If you had my tap water, you'd do a salt tank. I know, mate. It's so easy to work with my water, isn't it? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Is it true that blue liquid in packages with live fish gets you stoned? I wouldn't like to say, mate. I wouldn't like to try it, to be perfectly honest. Don't know. For me, it feels like more than 4. Oh no, there's only 4. It's 2, but 2 are like 4 foot. Some of 2 are quite big. You've got 2 tanks bred. One with goldfish, one with guppies, one betta. I do like them bettas, mate. I do. What do corals do? Well, they are living, aren't they? So I take it they'll help clean your water. Fish react with them as well, don't they? But like when we've been talking to Rainer, you do target feed certain things as well. So there's a lot to learn about marine. It's not like going in a tank and buying a goldfish, is it? You know what I mean? Or you've got to really look into it. But yeah, it'd be research for sure. I'd like some of those crazy, beautiful red shrimp that they have. They're just, I don't know, there's so much, isn't there? There's so much. If I go into Finest Aquatics, which is like in Liverpool, but I'm willing to travel me if it's a decent shop. And you go through their marine section to get to the fresh water. They know what they're doing. And like, you just see stuff and you're like, wow, you just have to buy it. You know what I mean? But you go in there looking at 80, 100, 3, 4, 5, 600 pound of fish. So, no gets the fish stoned. Oh, it might do, mate. Might do. I'm going to buy myself a 7 foot, put all the females in 7 foot. Might get what to do. For all those females and 1 male. Like, God, you'd be made up, wouldn't you? Gets the fish stoned. Don't know. Might chill them out. I would have thought, maybe. My 2 Cubensis aren't doing the business. Might take a few weeks, that though, Dane. They need to kind of get their act together and that. I think it was a while until mine bred, and now, like rabbits, all the time. I think I have got fry. I've got fry in both tanks at the moment. We'll disturb some of them though tomorrow when I go into that Anubias. but it needs to be done because where I trimmed it all back last week, it's all leaning against the glass. I'll show you. Just bear with. I'll spin it around. Show you what I'm on about. So you can see where it's all dark there. It's because it's kind of touching the glass, and the rock in there. I don't know if you can see that. So the rock's blown over. So yeah, it's hard to try and get it on without taking it off the tripod. I don't really want to take it off the tripod, so back. Yeah, so I've got a bit of work to do on that tomorrow. Oh, I just hope it's all right. I just hope it's plain sailing. I'm gonna have to. It's sinking the Anubius once that rock's out. Cause I have to take it off the rock. Never mind. We'll sort it out. I don't think I've got any plant weights, so. I might have to go sieving the gravel a little bit because I am a bit of a nightmare of putting like lead on food. So I'm like being a bit of cucumber and not pulling the lead out. So there's probably loads of lead in the bottom of there. Well, they say lead, it's not lead anymore, is it? 500 guppies. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. It's good though, isn't it? If you know, it's just nice, isn't it? One tank is 25 gallon and the other is 58 gallon. Which was expensive as. I know, mate. Tell me about it. They're not cheap, are they? They're not cheap. I think this was like on offer, and it was 750 with the unit, with the cabinet. But yeah, it's proper expensive. And then you look at those, the crystal clear, which I don't really see the point. The ones that are like proper crystal clear glass. Mine's pretty clear. It's clear enough for me anyway. Got it for my birthday. It's $3,000. Wow, man. Plants and stuff. That's the thing, isn't it, Brad? It's not just a tank, is it? It's everything else on top of that once you start going into it. But really, that setup behind me, it's like, it was 750 quid for the tank and the stand. And then you've got an FX4, so they're like nearly 400 quid. The light on it was, I think, the 280 quid. There's 250 quid's worth of rock in there. The wood should have cost me about £100. It cost me a tenner. And then the plants, well, I hate to think how much money I've spent on plants because I'm a nightmare. If I go to a shop and see a plant I like, I'm like, right, I'm having it. Even though I've nowhere to put it, then something has to go. I'm kind of a bit of a nightmare for that. 58 gallon, that's 8 filters in it. Oh my God. Is that like 8 sponge filters in that bed, is it? Or surely not 8 canisters. Are your mates into fish keeping? Well, the mad thing is quite right. So one of my mates, like we are like really good mates. We used to work with each other, and we worked with each other a lot during COVID. So we kind of like we had each other's back during COVID. So we become like really good mates. And he was kind of trying to talk his dad into getting an aquarium, and he kind of sees me like he's the lad who got me into doing the YouTube. Because when I did my first tank, he said, "Oh, you should have put that on YouTube." And then I did the second tank, and I kicked myself for not putting that on YouTube because the build on that would have been a great YouTube video. It would, and I but I didn't have the capacity to film it for YouTube. I couldn't have filmed a full build video on my phone. There's no way in the world you could do it. So unfortunately, but yeah, he's the reason. So I'm trying to get him back into fish choir, but he's got 2 little ones. So, but he did say last week when I spoke to him, he said he'd looked at just a little tank, and I know which tank it is. It's the one I've got my shrimp in. So I was like, build a little shrimp tank, mate. I'll supply you with the shrimp. So yeah, I'm just gonna give him his first taste, and then before you know it, quite small filters. Even so, though, mate, it's some money, isn't it? Oh, Ken, are you gonna be all alone on your own while the wife goes to work? Has she left you a list? Will my goldfish try to get my shrimp? More than likely. I would have thought so, mate. I think the way it works, really, if a shrimp will fit in a fish's mouth, they'll have it. They're all well, you're hardwired, aren't you? We're all hardwired for food at the end of the day. That's why fish will constantly eat, because they're hardwired to eat food, and they never know where the next meal's coming from. So, a bit different in the tank, innit? They kind of know where the next meal's coming from. You know that when you walk in the room and they all come, we're hungry, you know? But in the wild, they don't know where the next meal's really coming from. So when they see a source of food, they just eat, and eat, and that's why they do. We're all hardwired for food, aren't we? It's our basic amenity of living. Hell no, 3 kids. Oh. Spawns, clean the house. Yeah, get them working, Ken. There's nothing like a bit of slave labour. It's always good. That's why that's the one regret of not having kids. Got no one to clean my filters out on my tanks. Got to do it myself. I am only joking. I don't regret not having kids. I've got no regrets. Do you feed other fish to each other? No, mate. Have you ever fed a live animal to one of your fish? I feed live bloodworms to all of them pretty much all the time, mate. I do brine shrimp, but I've also had piranhas. And sad to say, but piranhas are one of those things where you've got to feed them live food from time to time, unfortunately. Slave labour. No, I've got no children, mate. No children. I'm just having a laugh, getting them working. Have you got kids, S? Yeah, it's one of them, innit, Krusty, you know, it's yeah, it's one of them, innit. Sometimes you have to do it, like with piranha, if you look into piranha, they have to have live food in the diet. I tend to feed when I had piranha, I did tend to feed them prawns, to be honest, just frozen prawns, defrosted. But every now and again, you've got to put live fish in there. I did try not to, but mind you, everything I tried to put in there to live with them, they'd eat that anyway. My piranha feasted on snails one night, 8 of them. 8 apple snails in one night. And they'd lived in the tank with him for about 12 months. And one night he just decided he was going to have them all. And he did have them all in one night. One night, had them all. Don't know whether one snail had peed him off or what, I don't know. But no, actually, yes, you don't. I feed my offspring snakehead crickets, grasshoppers, mealworms. Not too much. Yeah, that's kind of the standard, isn't it? I don't insects and that. It's not. I don't know. I don't really look at it as it's got to be done, hasn't it? It's all the food chain at the end of the day, isn't it? We all know the food chain. Snake was like that. Yeah, you've got to feed them live food, haven't you? Simple as. They need it in the diet. Simple as. And harsh as though it is, but if you're taking something that needs that, you can't be squeamish, can you? To be honest, it annoys me when you see these people that have dogs and then turn them vegetarian. Get a grip. You get a grip. Who's turning a dog vegetarian? Sure, the dog wouldn't be wanting to eat a veggie sausage. I think it'd well rather have a meat sausage for sure. I think most fish will eat insects anyway, won't they? They'll take anything off the top. A moth went into my CO2 tank the other day. I don't really know how it got in there, to be honest, but it's been a while I had the lid off it, but it got munched on anyway. We all need meat in our diet, Danish. We all need meat in our diet. It's the way it is, isn't it? It's why we have the teeth we have. When in the years to come, when they've turned us all vegan, they'll all wonder why they've got all these deficiencies and that. Like they do. Oh, could easily go political with that. Could well go political there. I will refrain from trying to go political there. It's the silly things that they do, and then 20 years later wonder why things are like the way they are. I have 4 dogs, and they have meat most days. Yeah, mate, my cat, who kind of passed away a few months ago, he meat every day. My dog, meat every day. You don't turn your animals vegetarian. They're meat eaters. That's what they are. My cat would be here now. If my cat was still with me, he'd definitely be here on the stream, definitely. Because as soon as I got home, it was like my shadow. Honestly, he'd follow me everywhere. So if I was sat here, he'd be sat on my knee. So yeah, he'd definitely be star of the show if he was still here, for sure. You're the baby of how many S? What happened? Well, I kind of got adopted by this cat S 17 years ago, when he'd kept me awake all night meowing outside my house. I didn't know it was a cat. It didn't sound like a cat. And I went out the next morning and there was this little cat under my car. He weighed 2 pounds in weight, and someone had shaved his whiskers off. They'd cut his whiskers off, and he wasn't in a great health. So I kind of moved in. So, and then 17 years later, we think it was a brain tumor or some kind of thing. He kept having fits. So, kind of treating him with cannabis oil, and that kind of eased the fits quite a bit. And then, oh mate, it's horrible. One Saturday night, he had a fit and he just wouldn't stop fitting. So I ended up having him put to sleep. But yeah, I lost a pretty decent mate that night because he just followed me everywhere. Honestly, it was he was my shadow. Spend £3,000 on a cat. Wow, we man. They are something else, cats though. I've never really been like. I mean, I am an animal person. I can't say I've never been a cat person, but we never had a cat, and we had a dog, and loved my dog, and but yeah, this cat kind of grew on me really. About 4 months ago, he passed away. Yes, but he was cool, proper cool. There is a little short of him actually on my channel, where he was just lay behind me, keep whacking me on the head with his tail. But he was awesome. You just paid £3,000 for a dog. Oh, you've got a Frenchie, haven't you, Reese? That cat sounds awesome though, Ken, doesn't it? £3,000 though. Dear, innit? You think you pay like £2,000 for Bengals over here in the UK? It's the hardest thing losing a pet. Danish, it's horrible, mate, innit? Horrible. 2 o'clock on Sunday morning, I was having put to sleep. It's just, yeah, the hardest drive to the vets going that. And pretty bad one coming back too. It's horrible. It's horrible. And now, come on, you know what? I walk in here and you just sense the emptiness straight away. I am the baby is a state of mind. Right. I have 2 now. Go on. I do, to be honest, I would like a dog, but I can't have dogs in here. Well, I'm saying that I can't have cat. I couldn't have a cat either, or fish. But who cares? Who cares? The beautiful thing is about with estate agents is they have a real fast turnover of staff. So when they come in doing an inspection, they go, "Why have you got fish tanks?" Fish tanks have been in here 5 years, mate. We got permission 5 years ago, and they go, "Oh, did you?" Boom! Was you working there 5 years ago? No, you weren't. So see you later, man. Always just ends it straight away. $6,000. You lost 2 dogs, mate. That's bad, isn't it? 2 at the same time, mate. Or like, probably a little bit of space between. It's painful, isn't it? Did one kind of die of a broken heart, Dane? Because it does happen, doesn't it? In my case, a relatively recent attempt to reclaim my identity. My eldest daughter syndrome. Do I have any siblings? Technically, yeah. But no. I'll leave that at that. You don't want to get me started on him, so you know. It'd be yeah, you don't want to get me started on that. It'd never end. So coming into weekend, we've got a few people in at the moment, guys. If you are in at the moment and you're not a subscriber to the channel, if you can click the subscribe button to throw a bit of support our way, that'd be great. Check out some of the videos. We're all aquarium based, mainly rainbow fish. This week we have launched a red-tailed shark video, which kind of quite happy with. It's quite informative. Shines a bit of a light on a fish that gets a bad reputation sometimes, really. So yeah, it's well worth checking out. What if I do? No, you don't want to know, mate. I wouldn't go into my relationship with my brother on stream anyway. No way. Couple of months between, almost 14 years old, and the other one got ill, so she had to be put to sleep. Yeah, it's painful, Dane, isn't it? I hate it. I think, like, really, when I think how he was fitted, it's not nice, is it? And you think back, kind of think, well, could there anything I could have done? I know there's not anything you can do, but you still put yourself through it, don't you? I have to put my pit bull down 4 years ago. It's the worst thing. It's the worst thing. My German Shepherd got a twisted stomach, and they operated on him, and he was all right for like about 6 weeks. It went again, exactly the same time. It's like, yeah, it's hard. That hit me and my family proper hard, because that dog was awesome. He was just cheeky, aren't he? He was German Shepherd, but he was so cheeky. He had a proper little character with him. He was awesome. He'd walk out of our house, go across the road, walk into someone else's house, and just sit at the biscuit jar crying to leave him a biscuit, and then he'd bugger off back to ours. So funny. Dogs are like, cats are something else, but dogs are as well. Cats are, I know they say cats are independent, but mine followed me everywhere. And it's mad really now, because it takes a while to get into it, and it takes a while to get out of it. Looking behind you before you step back, because if I didn't look behind me when I stepped back, I'd be up on my back all the time, because it'd be like having a third foot, because that's how close he'd be. And now I look to make sure he's not there, because you can't get out of the habit of looking. You have 2 siblings, but technically more 8. Yeah, I have 1, but technically none. Mine's completely dead to me. Completely. Oh, it's terrible, Dane. He went round. Oh, mate, honestly. Oh. Ooh, horrible. Antonio Rodriguez, thanks for joining us, buddy. How you doing? Yeah. So tomorrow's live stream, guys. So after the stream, when the stream ends at 10-ish tonight, kind of stick around if you can, because we're going to come back on. We're going to do a little bit of a test run. So tomorrow, me and Ken are going to do a joint live stream. Ken's in the States, I'm in the UK, so it should be we'll have a bit of a laugh for sure. I've got quite a lot of work to do on the tanks as well, so Ken can have a waffle away to you lot. So yeah, we're going to do the joint live stream, but tonight we're just going to do a test. So really could do a couple of you staying on just to let us know you can hear us both and see if there's anything we need to do. So it'll only be like 5 minutes after we come off. I just need to set up another stream, invite Ken, start it, Ken join it, and make sure that we do it all right. And then so we'll start that at 2 p.m. tomorrow. If if the test goes right tonight, we'll do that tomorrow. It should be okay though, because it's all done through YouTube. When I set it up, I just send a link to Ken, and Ken follows the link. So I take it should be pretty straightforward with a bit of luck. I'm not sure how it'll come up on the screen though. Not sure if I'll see Ken or what. We will see. That's what the test's all about, really, to see what happens. But yeah, so a few of you could just stick around, just so we can make sure that the test's all right, and you can hear us both. That'd be great. See, I don't know how it's going to go, Ken. I don't know how it looks. I don't know. We'll see, won't we? Biz, happy Friday in California. Yeah, we've got a few of you Callies in here today. It's all happening. There you go. You two, probably neighbours. Biz and S. It really is crazy, isn't it? You two probably will be neighbours. Mind you, I suppose California's pretty big, in it, so you might not be. That's like, I've just done exactly the same as what happens when you go abroad on holiday and someone will say, "Where you from?" "Manchester." "Oh, do you know Dave?" Yeah, know him, yeah. Know him. It's all happening. Oh, cheers, Reese. It's just to make sure everything's good and working all right. So we're not messing about tomorrow. So yeah, it should be good. Should be good. K-Dubs Angelfish, good evening. Thanks for joining us. I don't think we've seen you in here before, so we get a collection of people from all over the world, Angel. So stick around. It's quite good. We tried to talk about fish, but the conversation ends up going everywhere. It's just getting a bit of a group of people discussing all kinds of stuff. So, but we have got a lot of people in here that know all kinds of different things regarding fish keeping, mate. So it's always a good place to be. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, dink the subscribe button and notification. It'll tell you when we do the live streams. Live streams are 4 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. GMT, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard, I believe. Woo. I've done my research, yeah, from last week. Things are getting better. Saturday, 2 p.m. GMT, which is 9 a.m. EST. So I'm taking care of you guys in the States. I know probably none of them times, they're probably the wrong times for you guys, isn't it? But getting there, trying. We try to talk about fish, but not if we can help it. My overall goal is to have you reading poetry. Oh, I don't know about that. I did a little bit of poetry actually the other day regarding Rachel Reeves. Our don't know what she do. Don't know what she does. Someone just making a mess of the country anyway. Lying on a CV. We started talking about Tyson. That was it, Biz, wasn't it? Tyson last Friday night. The stream was Tyson, pretty much. A lot of talk about the Tyson fight, and then Saturday. I know the first half an hour of Saturday was Tyson because I was disgusted. If I remember rightly, I even offered him out myself for $1 million. I thought I'd back because I reckon that Tyson that showed up last Saturday morning, I'd take him dead easy. I reckon. Oh man, it was fire. I'm still gutted about that. I really am. But it is coming out in it. Everyone's saying it was staged. It was so obviously staged. What I don't understand is though, how's he ended up getting a title shot with Dubois? How's that happened? How's he ended up getting a title shot? If that's true, what on social media, which I take it is because it comes from the boxing channels. I don't get it. Don't get it. Would you go easy? Or would you knock him out? I'd knock him out. Hey, did you see him? It's embarrassing. He's just sold out. It's sadly, I hate to say it because I was a massive Mike Tyson fan, but he sold out his sport and he sold out his legacy. I had a run-in with a boxer a few years ago. A world champion boxer. Before he was world champion. But, yeah, I had a run-in with her. He was Olympic champion at the time. So, won't mention any names, but Evander, yeah, he was British. He was an Olympic champion, and he came in my shop. And he tried it on. And yeah, I'm one of them. Me though, I don't take any BS. I don't take it. I don't care who they are. And he was like, he just got silver. I won't, like I say, I won't mention any names, but he got silver in the Olympics. And he came in my shop, tried taking the mickey, tried taking the piss. So I ended up threatening him. So I was like, "You better leave my shop now, mate, or I will knock you out." He was like, he didn't know what to say. He was like, "Gone." It's like, oh, fuck, oh, my bad. Then he ended up being world champion, but I still reckon I'd take him. Something flashing outside my house. I don't know what's going on. Why you gotta go and make things so complicated? Life is complicated, Deathscape, you know. If you're asking legacy is meaningless to death. I know, but Mike Tyson is a legacy in his own right, mate. I'm not a tough guy, mate. I just don't take any S off anyone. I've never have. I think from being about 11, something changed. I used to be a bit of a walkover up to being about 11. And something snapped one day. Is this why you're into tanks? Yeah, it keeps me nice and chilled, mate, it does. I just don't take any crap off people, S. I just don't. I just never have. Like I say, from being 11, I know exactly the day where it all changed as well. I won't say, but I know where it all changed, and I did. I used to get bullied. I used to get bullied off a certain person, and one day I just decided to stand up for myself, and it changed. Yeah, it was an incident, mate. Yeah, I know exactly when it changed. But like I say, I won't discuss it. It's regarding the same person I won't discuss before. But yeah, something changed that day. And now, don't take any messing. In all fairness, though, people know. Everyone that knows me knows. They know. They just know. Don't give them any shit. So sometimes you've got to just stick up for yourself. If you let people walk over you, the way I look at it, if you let people walk over you, they will walk over you. Every single opportunity they get, they'll walk over you. If you don't let them walk over you, they won't try. Simple as. For all those that get bullied, stand up to your bully. Stand up to him, and you'll find that 9 out of 10 times they'll crumble. Because it's all just about power. Take that power away from them, they have nothing. They have nothing left. And then they don't know how to handle you. And that's what happened with me. I took my bully's power away from him, and after that, he didn't have anything. He had nothing. Enough on that anyway. So it's weekend, innit? What we all going out buying? Are we all ready for Christmas? Is anyone going out buying stuff aquarium based for Christmas? Who wants to buy the partner a new tank? Who wants to buy that? Who wants to do that? I'm a nice guy at work. When I speak up there, listen. Yeah, mate, it's got to be done, hasn't it? I am a nice guy. People just know not to mess, though. I just don't take it. I was kind of thought I'd seen someone come in then, but they weren't there. Yeah, so I'm hoping. Well, what are we in now? It's the end of November, isn't it? What's the date today? 22nd, isn't it? 22nd. Yeah, I'm hoping I might be able to get some of those. I want to get a Tropco order in before Christmas. For sure. It would be nice to get them angels before Crimbo. What is it you do, Biz? I've decorated the tent with Christmas stuff. Have you? Oh, Reese, I want to see that. I want to see that. I've got to admit though, I'm like the least Christmassy person going. I don't bother getting a tree. I mean, there's nowhere. It's not like about not getting a tree. I've got nowhere to put a tree. You know what I mean? And so, and like having a cat, the tree's not a great idea. Having with a cat anyway, is it? So that's another excuse. But no, I'm not a Christmassy person, me. Oh, you're a vet. Oh, mate, that's a. You know what? I've got to take me out off to you there. That's a great job, mate. Are you in the UK, Biz? I get my day. Listen. It's, you know what, mate? And right, so I know a vet. I know they have the hard times. I actually apologised to my vet when he put my cat down, or when she put my cat down. I apologised to her. I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that you have to do that," because that must be like pretty hard part, but it must be pretty rewarding as well. California, yeah. Sorry, mate. Yeah. It's it must be so rewarding. It must so rewarding when you bring them back. I know, like it's just what you do in it. Like I took my cat in. Like, well, I didn't take it. He moved in at the end of the day. He basically moved in. And I'd seen him on the car park, and he was, like I say, he weighed £2. £2 in weight he was. See his ribs and everything. He was so thin, and kind of like fed him up. And I do believe that's why he wouldn't leave my side. He just like he wouldn't bother with anyone else. Anyone else that came in there, he'd just like look at him, and then he'd just come and lie on me. He never bothered with anybody. Like he'd give my mum a bit of attention, but he didn't bother with anyone. He was just like he just wanted me all the time. It was just nice, really. Yeah, mate. I take my hat off to vets and that. I do. It's a tough job, but rewarding. What did he look like? I'll show you. He was cool. My little boy. And you'll appreciate the name, S. You'll appreciate the name. So that was him there. He was a pretty cool guy. So, yeah, that was him. But what would you think I called him, S? What would you think I called him? I don't think you'll guess anyway what I called him. Because you can't look at him and think, oh yeah, that's definitely what you'd call him. But I did call him after somebody. So what's the plan for tonight's stream? Got an agenda? No, Ken, not really. You know what, mate? I never have an agenda. I just put the camera on and just see where it goes. Marshmallow, you know what? No. Susie, you see Ian. No, Ian was my dad actually. Yes, that's mad, isn't it? Why would you say that? How would you know that? No, Ian was my dad, mate. That's mad as. No, he's called Dre. He was called Dre. After the doctor, to be honest. That's why, yeah, and he answered to it as well. Dre! He was awesome. He was pretty cool. He was pretty cool. Oh, what? Right. You know what, S? Like, so Liam's my nephew. What? What? You know what? I was... Oh, man, that's really weird, that, you know. That's really weird, that, mate. That's really weird that you've come out with them two names. That is like proper mad. That's kind of like confused me. That go on, put another name out. Go on, crystal ball, mate. It is. What's all that about? Go on, put another. put another. See, the mad thing is, and nothing at all on my social media. Only like about the tanks. That's it. Proper crazy that. Proper crazy. But yeah, Ken. Don't know, mate. I never really have an agenda, mate. I just turn the camera on. I used to try and think of something, and then now I just think, you know what? There's no point, is there? The chat goes everywhere anyway, doesn't it? It ends up just being talking all kinds of stuff. We've got S that's naming all my family. It's like, it's proper mad. I guess not with chat leading the way. That's it. This is the thing, innit? It's just one of those. You just got to like turn the camera on. It's like when I do the lives, they do stay on my channel, so you can go on the lives and watch them back. Yeah. So I always start by trying to explain what Fish Club is, but then like as soon as someone comes in, I'm just like, I just stop and then go start talking to them. So yeah, if when you tune in, I need to stop doing it really. So you get the watches through people when they come in and watch your lives when they're not live. Kind of explain what the Fish Club's about and what we get in and the experience that we get in. But I'll be halfway through and then someone will come in and say hello and I'll be like, oh, hello. And it's like, that'll be it. I need to get my spiel off first before I start saying hello to people. S is psychic, I think so. First, you've certainly got social media more. I've looked at yours. I have looked at your social media, mate. I have. I don't want to give away my secret since you're freaking out. Yeah, it's pretty mad. Because obviously I don't see my nephew either, but social media psychic. Freaky, innit? Okay. What's going on? All my social media S is just fish. I don't even think I'm in it. There's nothing about me on there whatsoever. I don't do social media. I never have. My Facebook account, I think, is a year old, but it is solely about promoting the YouTube channel. That's all it is. Otherwise, I don't bother with it. I'm not a social media kind of person. Twitter, I go on and have a bit of a rant from time to time. That's is that where you've got it from, mate? Ian Brown and Liam Gallagher. It's just looking at it. It's mad, in it, but yeah, that's kind of yeah. My dad was Ian and my nephew's Liam. Crazy. I've never been a social media fan, as I was saying. But yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? It's good for promoting this, but then again, it's not always good for promoting this either. It can actually damage your channel, so it's a bit mad, really. I kind of use it for promoting the live streams because you get people coming and going out the live streams. It doesn't really make much of a difference because I think it puts you in the short stream. So, but for videos, believe it or not, Facebook can actually can damage the algorithm for promoting your videos. I kind of had a feeling that it could, because the YouTube algorithm works, and people are watching your videos, it promotes it more, obviously. But if people are coming on your videos and clicking straight out, if a few people do that, the YouTube algorithm stops promoting the video. On a small video, it's probably not as bad on a video that goes popular all the time with popular YouTubers, but kind of how it works. So if you go on Facebook and promote a video and people click on and go, oh, it's not interested, come off it, You can actually damage it with the YouTube algorithm. Oh, God, all the things you have to try and do. Try and promote your channel, and then you find out that you're probably not really doing it any good. Not into social media, but social media 12 hours a week. I know, mate, I do. This is a bit different, YouTube, isn't it? I don't really look at it as social media, but I do spend a lot of time on it now, just trying to promote this. It's just the grind. It's my second job at the end of the day, so got to try and promote. Does the light on your tank change colour? Yeah, Reese. The fluval plant. So on the app, you can change. You can have up to 10 setting points on the advanced part. So my lights come on at 11 o'clock in the morning. They come on really low. From 11 till 12, I use 5 of the settings, so you get a gradual sunrise, and then from 9 till 10 in the evening they go down. So in the next 30 minutes, mate, you're gonna see that tank rapidly change colour, because in the last half hour it seems to like go really quick, and it ends up just blue for just a couple of minutes, then goes off completely. But yeah, they're all set on exactly the same setting, yet they all look different. It's weird, really, because they're all fluval plants lights in here, and they're all set to come on and go off at the same time. Each time they go to exactly the same setting, but that tank can kind of look red at some point, where that'll be blue, and they all look totally different. It's really weird, really weird. I've only a Facebook. My wife posts pics for me. I barely use Instagram. Discord is my domain. So I have got Discord, but I've not got my own page on Discord. Where do you want me to send I'll send that link on Instagram though, Ken, if that's all right. You never know, S. You never know. Podcast on everything, based on everything. I'd have to do it on a different channel though. I wouldn't be able to do it on this channel. Mind you, in the UK now, S, you get arrested for get arrested or thrown in prison for having an opinion in the UK nowadays. You can say someone's something on YouTube, on Facebook or Twitter, and get put in prison for it. Then you can have images of sexual images of children and not get sent to prison for it, which is really weird, isn't it? 80% of the people in the UK that get caught with images of children on the phone don't get a custodial sentence. That is the state of the UK at the moment. That's all I'm going to say on it. That's all I'm going to say on it. Ooh, could easily go. Are there different light settings? There is, well, yeah. So you can have their own preset for like plants and things like that. But I've always just used my own. I've just used my own setting. But there's a few different settings on there. It's brilliant, to be perfectly honest. They're really good. I just like the fact that you can just have them all coming on and off at the same time. Once a week, I just log into each light, so in the same minute. So it just, because like the clocks can be different, so they can, over the week there can be like a 10-second gap between them all. I know it's only 10 seconds, but each week I just log in to each light and it just resets the time on it, so it keeps them synced. My Cheerios do that. I like the gradual program. It's a nice touch, Mike, innit? I like it. I didn't know Cheerios do that. I would look at them next time around for sure. It's kind of what's always sold it on the fluvals, on the plant lights for me. It's just the app. The app's just so easy to use. A little bit, when you're doing the settings, it's a little bit frustrating because you'll get it on, like, say you want to get it on 20%, and you got it on 20%, and you take your finger off and it'll go to 24. You're like, "Argh!" And I don't know, it was a little bit OCD. You think, oh, I'll just leave it at 24. But I wanted them all at exactly the same setting. So like, you kept doing it. You get it to 20, go to 24, go to 24. Think, right, well, I'll tell you what, I'll go to 16, and when I take it off, it'll be 24. So you got a 16, and it goes to 12. You're like, what? Drives you nuts. But yeah, apart from that, but once you get them all right, yeah, it's proper decent. Insta's cool. Nice, mate. I get a notification and know how to navigate chat. Yeah, mate. Well, I'll send that straight over, mate. As soon as we finish, I'll do what I have to do to just like to close this down, which isn't much anyway. It just gives me a screen of, tells me all the activity. Get rid of that, and then I'll set up another one and send the link over to you, mate. So it should be within the 5 minutes of this stream ending anyway, mate. And we'll see how it goes. You can put lightning and that in on this as well. I used to be perfectly honest, mate. When I first set it up, I had lightning coming on at night when I was in bed. I don't even know. I just thought, oh, that'll just brighten it up a little bit. But I was always in bed. I used to have it coming on at like 2 in the morning, a bit of a lightning flash. But then when I researched it, people say, oh, well, actually, kind of it kind of spooks them a little bit. So yeah, I ended up turning the lightning off. But do you have lighting mode for water changes? Not that I know of, Lil, no. I just leave them on anyway. I just do a water change. I do turn them off when I put new fish in, but apart from that, I never change them. That Oscar of yours, Mike, is it's pretty decent, and he's both stunning. I've never had Oscars. Are they easy to look after, mate? I'll be honest, I would recommend the fluval lights. They just are expensive, but I don't. How much are them? I keep calling them Cheerios, but I don't think they are Cheerios, are they? Or are they Cheerios? I just think of the I've always looked and thought, is it Cheerios? Cheerios, innit? It's Cheerios, innit, I take it, or Cheerios or something. But I don't know. Cheerios, anyway. Are they expensive, mate? The only thing I'd say, like, it's not a problem with the fluval plant, but you kind of need 2 on each tank because they're a strip, aren't they? So you kind of need 2 unless you're having like plants that need highlight at the back and then low light plants like Anubias or something at the front. You probably would get away with it, but I do tend to find that you need 2. For instance, so the Sagittaire isn't doing that great anymore. And all I can put it down to is it's not getting enough light. But we'll see, because that's struggle carpeting anything on the front, but it's just because there's one light. There's just one strip light, because it's Anubias heavy, that tank, so you don't want loads of strong light in there, otherwise you're going to be just algae heavy, aren't you? You got 100 more fry on your blue dragon guppies. It's amazing, isn't it? Guppies just like... It makes you wonder how a female guppy can carry that many as well, doesn't it? It's quite amazing, really, isn't it? Nature. You have the jewel ones. Are they good lights, Reese? The jewel. I did have the option of getting dual when I went for the fluval. Yeah, you just need to keep in mind that they grow really fast. Asking these two key things: clean water, varied diet, from getting hole in the head. Oh man. Yeah, like I say, I've never had Oscars. But like, I take it really with great filtration, which I have. Jax, good evening, buddy. Hope you're well. How's your days been going, buddy? Yeah, mate. Those angels are spectacular, aren't they? Look way different on the pictures on your Insta. Stunning. Cheerios, like, it's mid-tier for me personally. Not dirt cheap, but really good quality and affordable price. Especially Cheerios level ones. That's the thing, innit? It's the price, innit? I know MD uses quite a lot of like security lights, doesn't he? And gets good results on them. But I just see, I like the timer aspects on mine. I really do. I really noticed. Oh, where am I at? Am I breeding any bows? No, mate, not currently. They probably do spawn in there. I tend to be out in the mornings. I tend to not really be here when the lights come on. But there'll be spawning action going on in there. But it's pretty hard on a. It's not like it's not set up for breeding, mate. They're not set up for breeding, and there's no parental responsibility with rainbows, so just get eaten. It's the same like I have noticed a few little smaller cories that definitely bred in there, but it's kind of luck of the draw. Some of the cribs survive, but cribs have parental responsibility. So, but no, mate, unfortunately not. I don't have the setup biz for it, to be perfectly honest. I don't have the room. I kind of don't know. I've never really thought about doing breeding as such. I do like just like the planted side of it. A bit more of an aquatic gardener. You know what I mean? With fish as well on the side. Or both. Kind of it's the breeding that I'm not really into. I just like doing the display tanks and things. Easy plants do grow like weeds, mate. Some are just crazy. Alright for when you're setting up a tank in it. It's great for the cycle. A sad update on one. The large one has hexamite. Oh man. Noticed it a few minutes ago when I installed block foil in the background. Sent you an update on Insta. I will check that out in a bit, Jax. When we log off at 10, Jax, we are coming back on just doing a test stream. Me and Ken are going to do a live stream tomorrow, so we're just running a test one to see, iron out any problems. Don't really think there will be any problems, but I will check it out in a bit though. I think it's glitched on me. Missed some things. Well, as soon as I thought of a question, I've been meaning to ask you, you just answered it. What did I answer? I'm intrigued now. What was your question? Someone came in the other day and told me that keeping fish simple had been talking about me, but to be honest, I think they were pranking me. There's no way in the world. I've had a look at his videos, and there's no way in the world any of his videos would kind of branch onto talking about me. Is it more about tanks or fish? Both, mate. I do. I like the build. The build I love doing. If you look at the build video picture of that tank when I built it, you can see that I like doing escaping. I love doing escaping. Escape videos are a little bit of a hard one. Like, hats off to MD for doing them. They're not as easy as they do. I obviously have the CO2 tank build. It seems to be all right, but difficult. But I do like doing the builds. I do. Aquatic gardener was a good answer. It is. I really like the plants, and we're kind of learning the plants as well. The fertilisation bit. When like Jack's, he's shown us like since I've been adding iron for one, my plants are just way better. My plants are better. Things are looking way better. But yeah, we're going to look into making our own fertilizers as well, which we'll kind of do maybe in the live streams, and I'll do a video about it as well. But yeah, me and Will have been looking at a method called the EI method, and it should be quite interesting, to be perfectly honest. Should be quite interesting. So yeah, I want to kind of do our own fertilizers, and then you can kind of tweak it as well, just so they're right. So that'll be an interesting one to go down as well. What kind of lights do I use now? Mike, so I've got fluval plant lights on the rainbow tank and the angel tank. So there's two on the rainbow tank, there's one on the angel tank. Got a fluval plant nano on the shrimp tank, and then on the CO2 tank I've got two fluval aqua skies. And the only reason I went aqua sky rather than fluval plants was the fluval plant light won't fit on the fluval spec. So I had to go the aqua sky. There's like an inch where it wouldn't sit on properly. So yeah, I had to go for the aqua sky. But I'll be honest, I'm quite impressed with the aqua sky as well. It's the CO2 tank's coming on pretty well. We'll need to trim some of the Rotala tomorrow. Will was right. So I put Rotala in it a week ago, and that's like just gone boom. That's going to need to be trimmed. But yeah, all good, all good. I have been getting tank culture videos in my algorithm now. Yeah, you will do, S. You should only ever watch mine though. They're better than everyone else's. Mike D. Looks like you're late. We are gonna stay around anyway, mate. We'll probably end this stream around about 10ish, and then we're gonna do a test stream, me and Ken, for tomorrow. So we are doing a live stream tomorrow, me and Ken together. So got tongue tied there. It is better late than never. It's always good to see you here, Mike. All these mics. Those are really good too, man. I've personally never used them, but I've heard many good things. I'll be honest, I can't fault them. And like, they all work off the same app. It's sold it. I keep going on about it, don't I? But it's sold it to me massively. I hope Ken has an accent. I know. Well, we will soon find out. We will soon find out. Nice. I'll be around for the stream tomorrow. Yeah, mate. We should be on around about 2ish. I do have a little bit that I have to do. So if it's just after 2 tomorrow, it may just be. So Saturday mornings I always go shopping. I take my mum shopping with me, so we'll get that done. Tomorrow I have to put a cover over a pond just to keep the frost out. So I put a clear perspex cover over the pond. So that just needs doing. That's only like half an hour, but I should be back. I should be back for 2, to be perfectly honest. I always cover the pond in the winter. Checking out Fluval 3 too. I know, Mike, those prices, and that's what they are, Fluval 3s. But like, Jesus, mate, I think that one was like $229, and the one on the rainbow tank's actually a little bit longer. So if you notice on that, it is always brighter in the middle than the ends because it doesn't, the light kind of ends there. So I did quite a bit of work on that tank last night as well. I had the lid off it. I'll show you before the light goes completely. So I had the lid off. So now it's just nice and clear. So there's no algae on the lid anymore. And then the that little internal filter that I've got there, I got that out last night and give that a clean up as well. Something I kind of don't want to do on stream is taking that lid off because it's really heavy. I'll be honest, I love that glass lid. I love it. It's awesome. But it is heavy and it's kind of like you got to kind of lift it off in one go and try and get away from the tank as quick as possible. I just don't want glass on glass because one of them would break, and knowing my luck, it'd be the one that's got 300 litres of water in it. So, yeah, I'm always careful. Want to cheat for building aquascapes. Want to cheat for building aquascapes. Hard plants on start. Yeah, go for it, Jax. You used Chihiro Slim. What time is it there? 9:50. It is 9:50 here, Kenya. I've got a Slim 2. Multiple series. Just sitting there watching while the guppy's giving birth. Oh, mate, that is just the best, isn't it? When you see your live bearers giving birth, that's just the best, mate. It is just the best. It's what got me into this hobby many, many years ago, watching mollies give birth. I don't know. I think that's why I always recommend live bearers as well. Everyone should start with live bearers for sure, just because of when you see them giving birth, or you look in a tank and there's fry in there. I don't know. It just changes your outlook to the hobby, doesn't it? Does. It's one of them, innit? It's just does it for you. Are those games on your shelf or movies? Oh, they're all movies. I love my movies, all kinds. I love my films, me. Basically, any hard plants and news do not like spikes of ammonia, so best use water from a recycled tank if you can use filler media from a recycled tank. Now you can guess what. I've got myself a Cheeros mug. I want a Cheeros mug. I'm gonna have some mugs made as well. To be honest, I'm gonna get some mugs printed. But see, all my design, everything I have designs on black, and then they can't print on black. I wanted to do a cup with that going around it, black cup with that going around it, but can't print on black. Oh, it's just a wounder, isn't it? So that's otherwise if they could print on black, that'd be done now. Oh, just redesign everything. Do I go to the cinema? I do go to the cinema sometimes. Yes, I do. Tend to go with my mate. One of my mate, the guy who got me doing the YouTube. We do tend to go to the cinema. We used to go a lot more before COVID kicked in, but now he's got 2 kids as well. So he's got 2 kids, one being a COVID baby. So it's harder. But we are planning on going watching Gladiator 2. With a bit of luck. Last film I went to see though, was it Top Gun Maverick? I think it was. What a great film that is, Top Gun Maverick. The food I feed just more active and the colours are coming out nice. What food do you use, Reese? I do like that, the fluval bug bites with the colour enhancers, but I believe you just got to watch because it could turn your water red. What film do you go back to most often? Oh, it depends what kind of mood I'm in, mate. So I'll be honest, if I want something funny, I like Paul, the Alien film. I do like Paul. It makes me laugh. I love my Cheech and Chong films, like Up in Smoke, Still Smoking, Nice Dreams. All those are just great. Cheech and Chong I think they're brilliant, proper funny. And then a bit of a Rambo fan as well. I like my Rambo films. No culture, mate. No culture. I'm an action movie and kind of. I am an action movie fan more than anything. I like a good comedy, but comedy nowadays isn't funny at all. Well, I'll be off for today. Jax, cheers for popping in, mate. I will. I'll check that out on Insta in a bit, mate, when I come off. But keep safe, buddy. We'll see you soon. Jax, hopefully we see you, mate. Yeah, thanks for everything again, buddy. You take care, mate. What's your favourite romantic movie? Oh, mate. You know what? I think I can honestly say, I don't think I've probably the last. I wouldn't say it's my favourite romantic movie because romantic movies aren't my thing, man. But I think the last romantic movie I'd watched would have been Pretty Woman when it came out. Not my thing, man. I'd rather see Rambo running through a jungle. I would. I like Stallone, to be perfectly honest. I know what you're up to, Mike, anyway. Best to share info if you have it. It certainly is, Jax. It certainly is. Tetra Pro Core Multi-Crisp. I've never tried them, actually. Never tried them. But I know some colour enhancer ones can make your water red, can't they? But you know, that's surely through overfeeding, though. Not going to make your water red, is it? It's always nice having you on, Mike. I have a feeling, Mike, you'd like Cheech and Chong films. It's been 3 generations since I've seen something romantic. Yup. Yeah, it is. Pretty Woman. When was it in the cinema? Mate, I think Pretty Woman was it 80s? Honestly, I don't do romantic films. I know what you're up to, Mike. What is it you are up to? Mike knows what he's up to. It's funny. Well, yeah, I think last time we took a girl to the cinema, we went to watch Jurassic Park. So there you go. Mike always knows. Mike always knows. There you go. So you've all have seen the lights have been like changing all the way through. And now no light. No light. Sometimes I give them prawn cocktail crisps. I've never heard that. Never heard that. Oh man, prawn cocktail crisps. I suppose anything ground down though, they'll eat it, won't they? We know that. Anything enters the water, it's food, isn't it? Put your finger in. It's simple as, isn't it? We know they'll eat anything, won't they? They'll eat anything. Right. Guys, tomorrow, so 2 o'clock tomorrow, me and Ken live stream. Stick around in 5 minutes. We will be back on. I don't think we'll be back on for long because I'm pretty knackered. But I'm going to call it a day. So 2 o'clock tomorrow-ish. 2 o'clock tomorrow. So I will try and get back here and be ready for 2 o'clock. But I will be back here for 2 o'clock. I will be. But if I am late, don't worry. Thanks to everybody that's come in tonight. Like I say, if you just stick around, we will be back on in a few minutes anyway, just to see, just to make sure everything's all right. The last time I took a woman to see a film was possibly before I was born. I don't do relationships, So guys, thanks for everyone that's joined us this evening. Like I say, we will be back in a few minutes. Hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow. And Ken, keep your eye out on Instagram, mate. I'll get that sent over to you in a second. Cheers, everybody. Biz, thanks to everyone that's been in here tonight. Will, Jax, I know Jax has just gone. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend if I don't see you tomorrow, but hopefully we will. See you soon. I'll see you in 5 minutes anyway. See you later.